Okay, so problem number 710 looks like this picture we've got here, 710, excuse me, it's 710A. So it looks like this right here. We're going to break this up into two pieces. We'll break it right at this center line, and we'll call this part number 2, and this part number 1. So this is going to be a little bit easier, actually, probably. The area of 1, the area of 2. So area of 1 is going to be the base times the height. So that's 30 times 50. These are all millimeters. So that's 1,500 square millimeters. Area of 2 is going to be pi times the diameter of that piece squared divided by 8 for a semicircle. Punch those in, you should end up with 353.4 square millimeters. X1 and then X2. Okay, so this was just a rectangle and this was a semicircle as far as the areas are concerned. So X1 is going to be the base divided by 2, so that's 30 divided by 2. And again, remember the X, and we're assuming that the Y-axis is over here on this side and the X-axis is down here at the bottom. So when you're looking for X values, you're going to come off of the Y-axis. So 30 divided by 2 leaves you with 15 millimeters. Then the area, X of 2 is going to be the same thing. It's 30 divided by 2. And intuitively, you know that that's the case. Y1 and Y2. Again, now these we're going to be dealing with measuring off of the x-axis. So for y1, it's going to be the height divided by 2, so it's 50 divided by 2 equals 25 millimeters. Then for the next one, we have we have to go 50 to get up to where that starts. That semicircle. Then it's plus 4/3. 4/3. I'm not even going to say that. 4 times the radius is 15 divided by 3 pi. I guess it'd be 4/3 pi times the radius. And plus we have the 50. So that's going to be 56.37 millimeters. Once we get that, the problem is basically done with. We just do what I referred to Friday as plug and chug. So for the X bar, it's going to be the area of 1,500 square millimeters times 15 millimeters. Let's make that look like a 1. Plus the area of 2, 353.4 square millimeters times x of 2, and that's 15 millimeters as well. All that divided by the two areas, which is 1,500 square millimeters plus 353.4 square millimeters. You do the math on that, you find out that X bar, which you probably would figure is 15 millimeters. You probably would have just looked at that and said that's going to be the case. So then Y bar still having trouble figuring out which is X and which is Y on some of your drawings or on some of your work too, so you might want to be careful in that. So we got 1500 square millimeters times 25 millimeters, which is the Y1, plus 353.4 times 56.37. All that divided by the 1500 plus 353.4. You punch those numbers in, you should end up with 30.98 millimeters. Excuse me. So that tells me if we go up somewhere up about right here, that's going to be my location of the center of gravity for problem number 710A. Okay.